Good morning. I'm Miss Joanne with Miss Valerie. Good morning,
Good
Miss Valerie.
morning.
Saying a good morning to our special saints from Church by the Sea. We hope each of you had a happy week, a safe week, a healthy week, and we hope that you remembered to share God's love in saintly ways. Today's story is going to be making choices, something
Oh,
we all have to do, no matter what. We hope most of them are good, but you never know. So that story today is about how we make choices. And we do that, as I said, every day. You have to get up in the morning, you think, what do I wear? Is it rainy? Is it cold? Am I going to school? Do I have my homework? Yeah, I better have my homework. Do I have the toys I wanted to share with other people? We make choices constantly, and we hope that they're usually the right choice. And you want to plan to how you make the choice. Well, have you ever made a choice that disappointed you that didn't work out? Well, I certainly have many times, but one I can't forget was St. Patrick's Day. Here I am with an O'Neill name, and I forgot to wear green. So you can imagine how I felt when I walked into the classroom. Everyone's all dressed up in colorful outfits, big bags of gold, rainbows, leprechauns. They're having a great time. And I feel so embarrassed. And then
oh,
and then in some areas, it's customary that if you don't wear green, they can pinch you. So it was
oh,
a rather exciting day for me, but I finally relaxed and joined in the fun. But I learned a lesson. I need to plan and be prepared. Miss Valerie, have you ever had something like that happen? Make a wrong choice?
yes, I think so. In fact, I had a little experience a week ago that made me realize I need to be better prepared sometimes. So I'll tell you a little bit quickly. Uh, the church was going to take some people, and we were going to do a little baby shower drive-through at the home of two of our friends, Madison and Piper, because they're expecting a baby brother next Tuesday, I think. So we were going to go. So we met at the church office, and a few cars came, and we, had to. Well, they call it a caravan, I think, whereby you have one car who knows where you're going, and everybody else follows along. Well, that was fine. And luckily, one good thing, the choice I made, which was good, was I had bought a little gift and I gave it to the reverends to put in their car, because they seemed to have.
That was a good choice.
I gave that, and then I wouldn't have to, worry about it when I got there. So that was a good choice. So then we set off, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a breeze. There isn't much traffic. I can see the lady or whoever's ahead. I'm just going to follow that red car. So I was doing really well, and then suddenly I didn't make my decision quick enough to make a turn to the right, and another car snuck in between me and my red car, and now I had a black car and me, and I didn't know who was driving that black car. I couldn't see the red car, and so I made a choice. Instead of staying behind the black car, I decided, maybe the red car already left this road. I better get off this road. So I did. And as soon as I made that choice, I knew it was the wrong one. Because if I didn't see a red car anywhere on that road.
Oh dear.
And so I sort of thought, what can I do? What are my choices? And in the end, really, the only choice I had was to say, I don't think I'm going to make it to the house today.
Now that was a good decision. You could have got more lost. So.
And so I did. One thing I really learned from that experience was, if I'm going to do anything like that again, I'm going to make sure I have the address.
Right.
Where it is, and I had the day before or an hour before the trip, I look on a map and I know where I am going. I cannot trust the red car ahead.
No, I'm not sure that happens to many people, and it's so shattering because you don't know which way to go. but it
I
all worked
was
out well.
really sad. I was disappointed because I was quite excited about seeing Madison and Piper actually, and their mummy and daddy. So, but anyway, I send you my love anyway. I hope you're watching today.
Yeah, that, I know they will be, and they'll be happy to know that you finally got where you wanted to go. So the story today is about a wedding. What we all love weddings. They're pretty and they're celebrations of love. And in this story, how exciting. I imagine some of you have been in a wedding. Maybe you were the flower girl or the ring bearer or did in the wedding in some way. And you know how special it is to the person whose wedding it is. And if you're there, you have a responsibility because they're depending on you to join in the celebration in the right way. Well, in this wedding, it was a pretty big wedding because they had 10 bridesmaids. Let's see if you
Whoa-wee.
can you see them?
Oh, beautiful ladies.
10 of them. So you can imagine organizing all those people. Well, they knew that their job was to light the way for the groom to come down the aisle. And in those days, they didn't have electricity, so they had a lamp. It was similar to this. Can you see it? No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lift it up a bit. Yeah, that's very like it. Yes.
They poured oil in it and then they would light it. And that would give the light in the church for the groom to go down and for them to have the ceremony and come out. Well, out of the 10 ladies, only 5 thought ahead. They started thinking, what if we have to wait a while and I run out of oil? So they bought extra oil. Let's see what happened to the other 5 who didn't think about getting extra oil. We'll begin our story. Long ago, Jesus told a story about 10 bridesmaids. Shall we count them?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a lot of bridesmaids to organize. The bridesmaids took their oil lamps and went to the wedding. The lamps would help light the way for the bridegroom. 5 of the bridesmaids chose to bring extra oil, just in case they needed it.
They had to wait a long time for the bridegroom to come. They waited and waited. Soon they fell asleep. At midnight, they woke up. Oh, the bridegroom was coming. But oh no, their lamps had run out of oil and there was no light.
Bridesmaids with extra oil were prepared. They lit their lamps again.
The bridesmaids without any extra oil weren't prepared. They couldn't light their lamps again.
Please, we had 5 of them that were out of oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please give us some of your oil, they said to the other 5 bridesmaids. Sorry, but we don't have enough of ourselves, and for you too, the others replied. You'll just have to go out and buy some oil for yourselves.
While the bridesmaids with no oil went shopping, the bridegroom arrived. And the 5 bridesmaids who were prepared went into the wedding with their lamps shining.
By the time the other 5 got back, the wedding had already started and they could not go in. They were not prepared and they missed the wedding. The whole thing they came for, they missed it because they weren't prepared. I'm sure they were disappointed that they missed the wedding. And I'm sure they learned the lesson about choosing to be prepared. We learn by the choices that we make. Certainly they did. That's a good part of it. We're always learning. Remember, make a plan, think about the choices you have, and know that God is always with you, even if you make a mistake. Just like Miss Valerie, she made a mistake, I made a mistake, that we knew that through it all, God would be with us and it would all work right. Actually, that's the way we learn. We make choices every day that help us shine out in loving ways. When we listen, when we share, when we give a helping hand, when we smile, or when we choose to be happy. We live in a world where we can choose to be anything. So choose to be kind. I know Miss Valerie's prepared with a craft that is, again, sort of magic. The magic of Play-Doh. Let your bright light shine.
I think I was listening to you, Miss Joanne, and I was thinking, I even say this to my little grandchildren sometimes when they make mistakes, that's okay. That's the way you learn. And that's true. If you make, like, I won't make the same mistake again because I'll make sure I always know where I'm going. So, mistakes are learning experiences. And as long as we don't make them 25 times, I think
The
it's
same
okay.
mistake.
Oh, so I'm going to make a little lamp like you saw with Miss Joanne a minute ago. I hope you can see the one. I'm going to show you how I made it. But the first, I thought this is, you can make a little lamp with a light in it. I'll show you. But I want to show you, this was the bird I made last week.
Mm-hmm.
And it's solid now. It's kind of dried. And I'm going to put him in, he's a little decoration in my house. So if we make our lamp today, it'll dry and we can leave it in our house. And that'll remind us to make good choices.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you what you need. You have your Play-Doh, I hope. Some of you will have it from last week. And hopefully everybody will have their Play-Doh. And then, so you need your Play-Doh and you need a nightlight, a little candle. And usually people have them in their house.
Like this. Like
yeah.
a key light. Yeah, you can't see it.
It's a little nightlight, yes. It's in a little metal container and it's quite small, but it will burn a long time. So that's going to be the central part of my lamp. So now I get my Play-Doh and I squish it nicely in my hand into a ball. And then I have to sort of start to shape it. I have to think, I got my little night light and I've got to make it big enough to go around the light. So you've got good little hands and you're probably much more expert at squishing Play-Doh than I am these days. But and then I can just put your little, light in and you can measure it. And then you make it, a little spout thing at the front. Yours was like an open spout, but I don't think it matters for yours. You can just leave it. Now, so you've got this far, and then you can see what I did with this one. I put a little decoration around the top. So you need just to choose a second color, and then you make like a snake. I'm sure you've all made lots of snakes while you've been playing. You roll it in your hands or roll it on your table until you get like a long snake looking piece of Play-Doh. And then you just put it around and, then you'll just have like a little decoration. So I'm sure that you all can do that. And if there's two in the family, make two. But I think it's a nice little thing. Leave it for about 4 days, for all the Play-Doh to harden, and then put it somewhere. And that's your little make good choices candlelight. So
great.
That would be fun. I'm going to keep mine because I think you never grow too old to make good choices.
Never.
Never.
We need them every day.
And then as a little other fun activity, I made some helping cards that you can make. And this is for you to sort of share with your family. So these are things that you think would be fun that you can do to help around your house and, with your family, mother and father and maybe sisters. So the first thing I did was a smile a day. And so I drew 5 little funny smiley faces. And then I put M for Monday, T for Tuesday, W. So, you can give a smile more than one time a day. So that's a good reminder. And then I have, the next is a love you hug. so I wrote love. You could draw a heart, then a U, and then a hug. And my art, I don't think I'd ever make a living as an artist.
Looks great.
But this is the arms and the hands, and that's a little hug. Okay, and then I did lay the table. My grandkids are pretty good about laying their table every day, and it's an easy thing that you can do. And then, you know, your mum's putting the last touches to the meal, and the table is laid, and everything is nicely ready. So again, I drew lay table, and then I just drew a little picture. So I think the important thing is to draw the, you know, cute little picture on these. And then watering the plants, because a lot of people have plants. I don't think you need to worry about your garden too much at the moment. There's a lot of rain. So I made 4 little helpers, and then I just took a little, you know, and you know, I just thought that would be a fun helping thing to do every morning, maybe. Put it out, and you can choose, somebody can choose what they would like you to do for them today. And you know, you could do feed the dog, you could do clean the table, anything. Another thing, if you know how to fold, the one thing that people really, really appreciate is helping with the folding the laundry. I mean, you can put your socks together. Yeah. You can do. So I think, you know, you can do 5 Monday through Friday, or 7 one day of the week, or you can do, you know, 2 hugs a week or whatever. But, you know, it's just a nice little thing to think about doing, making, you know, choices which other people will enjoy with you. So I think that will be fun. And so now we have the angels. And we have, as always, love and kindness. I have a feeling that these angels have, they feel more kindness and more love flowing somehow into the world around us at this time. I don't know why, but I feel good that they are getting a lot of good help. And then I have 2 angels, and this is one because this one I chose, but it kind of chose us, and the word is birth, and that is because we are going to have a new little baby next week. But birth is like spring, you know, when things stop and begin again, that is a birth. So, you know, we birth every year, the new year comes, and that's like a new beginning, a new birth. And so I think, you know, sort of we forget, but birth is very important to think about, which is a new beginning. And, you know, we can have new beginnings all of the time. So we hope that that there will be a new baby in the Scorsese family, and he will be very blessed. He's a very lucky little baby. He has 2 wonderful sisters. And then harmony. And I hope that, I think that's a nice word. Harmony means a lot of things in a way, but for me, it means living happily together. Like, you know, making music that's harmony. It's usually harmony is something that is pleasant and enjoyable. So I think we can really think about living together in harmony in our family, with our friends, in our town, in our state, wherever in our country. So let's think about new birth, new beginnings, and living together in harmony.
Beautiful. We wish we all live in harmony for the next week or more, or every day.
Right, exactly. Yes, with good feelings that, you know, there is always hope and new beginnings. And I think next year, or, you know, we are going to find good changes are going to start happening, I feel. So that's always a nice feeling. Yeah. So I would like to end with a little prayer today. If you'd like to fold your hands or your head. Thank you, God, for all your blessings. Please help us make wise choices for ourselves, our family, and your world. Let us choose to be loving and kind always. We can do it with your help. Amen.
Amen. Have a wonderful week. Share your love.
Yeah,
Head, right?
lots of smiles and happiness and hugs. You can hug in your family, I guess, virtual hugs to other
Yeah.
people sometimes. But I think you're safe to hug mom and dad and your brothers and sisters. Yeah. And water those plants.
And smile. We'll see you
And
next
keep safe. We'll see you next week. Hope everybody keeps dry this weekend.
Bye.
Bye.